Hey everyone, this is Kevin from My Fitness Chef Chicago, and today I'm going to be making zucchini tots. It's real simple, but first I'm going to start off with a little workout. I'm going to do about 20 push-ups, wash hands, then we'll get this going. So we're going to fit it up in the kitchen, but we're also going to fit up the body, so we're going to get a 20 rep push-up. One set, just 20 reps. Hand on your knees or full push-ups, either way you want to do them. So let's get in 20 push-ups, and then we'll go ahead and get to the cooking part. So let's do it. All right, let's get our 20 push-ups in with these pups in the way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Okay, let's get this started. We're gonna make these zucchini tots. Silicone mini tray, some olive oil to oil the mini tray. You're gonna need about 2 cups of zucchini. This is a large one. Usually 2 mediums or large should do that. Half a cup of onion, half teaspoon of sea salt, 1 tablespoon of coconut flour, 4 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. I use my scale here to weigh it. So 4 ounces. It's already pre-weighed, so it's. We got 4 ounces here of cheese. So, all right. So, anyway, we want to go ahead and wash our hands. First things first. Since I did do push-ups, I want to wash my hands again. Make sure we get them really soapy and wash them well. Ooh, that water's hot too. You want the water as hot as you possibly can stand it. Ooh, that's hot. It's like real hot. All right, dry my hands off. So we're gonna have to shred the zucchini. So I'm just gonna hone my knife a little bit. Then we're gonna go ahead and cut the zucchini on the ends here. Put this over here. Wash my zucchini off. I use organic. It's still good to wash it off because you're gonna shred the skin and everything with it. So I'll cut it in half. I'm gonna reach down here in my cabinet. Zucchini has a lot of water in it, so you're gonna want to let it drain. It takes about 15 minutes. Get my shredder here. Just place my shredder right over my colander and just shred the zucchini. So after we shred it, we're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes. We're gonna add our sea salt to it because we want to drain all the moisture out of it because you don't want soggy zucchini tots. It's pretty easy to do. Just be careful when you're shredding, you don't get your knuckles or your fingers. You want to shred as much of the zucchini as you can. And we did our push-ups, now I'm getting an arm workout in, shoulder workout. Okay. That's half a zucchini shredded. I'll take the rest. Put that in there. Oven's preheating at 400, so you're gonna need to preheat it at 400. And we're gonna take the rest of the zucchini, shred it down. Then we're gonna break for 15 minutes, and we'll come back in about 15 minutes, squeeze out the excess water. Switch arms, do this. Nah, let's stick with my right. So like I say, one huge zucchini like I had should get me about 2 cups. Maybe one large one and one small one. It calls for 2 cups, but I never do 2 cups of zucchini. I always do a little bit less. Whatever I get out of one large one, that's what I get. Done, put that in there, rinse it off some. That way I don't have a big mess when I have to clean it. I like to clean as I go along. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. Say something about my videos. I'm not trying to make them perfect. This is me, this is how I do it. If you don't, if it's not your flavor and you like those perfect made videos, then I'm not the guy for you. I will make mistakes, I will say things that are wrong, but that's real life. So teaspoon, I'm gonna do half a teaspoon, because I'm not a big salt person. So I'm gonna do half a teaspoon. You can do a teaspoon if you want. So I'm just gonna pour it there. Look at the girls, they starting up just like little kids. You get on the phone, you're doing something, they start acting up. Anyway, just shake that over your zucchini. Give it a little stir. The salt in there. The salt's gonna actually help reduce, well, it's gonna flavor it, but it also helps with getting the water out of there. So we're gonna come back in 15 minutes. Oh, and like I said, my videos aren't perfect. So while you're waiting the 15 minutes, this is where you wanna cut your onion up, get your cheese ready, preheat your oven. So those are things you can do while you're waiting for that. So let's go ahead and cut up the onion. We want half a cup of yellow onions. I use sweet onions, but you can use a yellow. Recipe calls for yellow onions. But since I'm not the only one eating this, and my wife likes sweet onions, we're gonna do sweet onions. Sweet onions for a sweet person. Anyway, let's get this, just peel it. There we go. Trash can. And we want to do half a cup of sweet onions. Oh, and I forgot, we're all going to need smoked paprika. That's not one you use a lot. It adds a little flavor to it. So let's go up here in the cabinet. Don't you hate this? There we go. So, take out everything just to get to the one item. So smoked paprika, we'll need half a teaspoon of that also. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my onions. You want it to be you want to dice them up very finely. And half a cup should do it. If you have a food processor, you can also put it in a food processor. Be careful when you're cutting up onions and when you cut up anything. All right, done. If you want them finer than that, you can cut them up finer than that. That should be about half a cup. All right, half a cup. So I'm going to add half a cup of onions here. Pat that down tight. All right, that's half a cup. I'll just throw it on my scale there, so I know I have it all ready to go. I set my timer, so we still got a few more, well, we got about 10 more minutes before we can drain our zucchini. Don't get rid of these onions because I'm gonna make a soup later. Not video, I'm just gonna make a soup. I'm gonna make a bacon cheeseburger keto style soup. It's a good recipe. Some recipes, they actually want you to add potatoes to them, but I'm not gonna add any potatoes because I'm trying to do keto, so. But I will need some diced onions later. So I'm gonna use some of these diced onions and go ahead and save them for that. All right, so I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And this time you could be doing a workout, you could do more push-ups. Do some more push-ups, do some squats, do some lunges or something, but you could be doing that while you're doing your cooking so you get a workout in while you're cooking. Okay, so we still got about 6 more minutes, so I decided to come back. I'm oiling up my zucchini, or my mini cupcake trays. Gonna oil those up with olive oil. So I wanted to talk to you about something. So, and listen, I'm not perfect, I don't know everything. I am a certified trainer, certified personal fitness chef, and certified nutritional coach. And if you don't like what I'm saying or you don't agree with it, you know, you don't have to listen to me. There's tons of information out there. But, you know, I've worked with a lot of people that have had weight loss issues. And, you know, they do the old calories in, calorie out. They think, you know, I can, you know, if my daily budget is 2,000 calories, if I cut off 500, I'll lose weight. But I think it's more important to look at your macros. The big three: protein, fat, carbohydrates. You know, where are you getting your carbohydrates from? You know, remember they had those little packs of, the 100-calorie packs of little mini Oreo cookies? Okay, yeah, it's 100 calories, but you still have to remember, how does the sugar that's used in there affect your organs, like your pancreas and your liver. Your liver, you know, your body processes certain sugars a certain way. Some of them they're familiar with and they know how to process them better, other ones they're not. And usually the ones they're not are the ones that you find in those little delicious Oreo cookies that I like myself too. But it's funny, we're talking about that. That's why I do keto myself. This is a keto recipe, and I've learned to make a lot of sweet products that are that use a sugar substitute called erythritol, which doesn't impact your insulin levels as well. So calories in and calories out, yes, it does count, but it's more important that you target your macros. like what macros you're consuming, what types of macros you're consuming. You know, I did keto. I started keto January 1st of this year, and I got blood work done November 17th of 2017. My total cholesterol was 174, and I'll put a screenshot of it. My total cholesterols after keto, which was done August 11th, was 154. So I went down 20 points on my total cholesterol. So I know a lot of people say, well, you know, keto, you do high fat. Well, yeah, you do high fat, but it's not like you're eating the fats that you would get out of Oreo cookies all the time. You're eating healthier fats. You know, your avocado, olive oil, almonds, macadamia, no cashews. Cashews, I love them, but they're higher in carbohydrates. And then when you're doing a keto, you want to reduce your carbohydrates to almost the bare minimum when you start out. I also did intermittent fasting, which helped me out a lot. We got 2 more minutes, and then we got to start pressing the water out of this, our zucchini. But I did intermittent fasting also, which is easier than you think. You don't have to do fasting from, say, 6 in the morning till 6 in the evening. The way I did my intermittent fasting, because I don't have a lot to lose, and I'm gonna move this weather alert out the way. I don't have a lot of weight to lose. I only want to lose a few pounds. If I eat my last meal at 7 p.m., I may not eat again until 10 a.m. the next morning. So that's more than 12 hours of fasting. Part of it's asleep, the other part I'm awake. So that's how I do my intermittent fasting. You can do it like that. You can do a 5-2 where it's 5 days, you kind of eat what you want. 2 days, you do fasting, maybe 12 hours, and then you restrict the type of calories you're eating, or you eat what you want. There's different ways to do it. You got to figure out which is the best way for you. If you don't have a lot of weight to lose, if you weigh 120 pounds, intermittent fasting maybe once or twice a month might be good, but you got to be careful. Everyone has a different body, so keep that in mind when you do any type of nutritional program or fitness program. It should not be cookie cutter. It's different for everyone. So let's pause this. All right, so right now I'm pressing the liquid out of here. I don't think you can see me pressing it, but I'll bring the camera. So I'm gonna press the...
Here's what I found.
Oh my God, Alexa's on. Alexa, be quiet, I'm not talking to you. So I'm gonna press out the water. Just using my spoon, press it out. Finish squeezing it out. You can use cheesecloth and put it in that and squeeze it out. I prefer to do it this way. So I'll get out as much water as I possibly can. Or you can press with your hands. Just make sure your hands are clean, man. Nothing like dirty hands preparing your food. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can hear it probably. You're gonna get quite a bit of water. So that's how much water zucchini has. So when you're thinking about water consumption, remember when you do fruits and vegetables, that can count towards your water intake. As you can see how much this has in it, quite a bit. So I'm gonna show you this. Okay, so we got pretty much all of it out. So when you squeeze it, it really reduces down. So that's why you want to do maybe a large zucchini and a medium, or 2 medium zucchinis to get about your 2 cups. Which this is not 2 cups quite, but it's close enough for me. Oops. That's all the juice I got out of there. So I know it's kind of hard to see. I'll pick it up like that, but that's probably a half a cup of zucchini juice. No, I'm not going to drink it. And I put that back over there. Turn my camera up so you can see my face. There we go. you shouldn't want to drink that either. I actually got some in my tray there, but it's okay. Okay, so now that we've got that all done, the oven's heating up, we're gonna mix everything together. We gotta get 2 eggs also. So, pull that juice out. So we're gonna take the zucchini, add a zucchini in here. Get all that zucchini out. Now this is where we add our tablespoon of coconut flour, and we want to mix that in real well together. Sorry, gotta adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. So, one tablespoon of coconut flour. And we just want to make sure that we mix it up well and we coat all of the zucchini with it. Okay, so that's coated well. We're going to get 2 eggs. So these are, as you can see, cage-free eggs. I got them from my local store here, Mariano's. Cage-free, and trust me, if you've seen what they do to chickens that are caged, how they eat, you'd want to do cage-free also. So 2 eggs. Goes back in the fridge. Oven's heated up. Let's go ahead and crack our eggs and put those in. So, in there. Okay. Wash my hands again. Rinse them off rather. Then we're going to add all our other ingredients to it. Okay. That out. Okay, that goes there. Okay. So we got our eggs. We're gonna add in our onions and our cheddar cheese. So let's do onions and cheese all in there. We're gonna mix that all up. We gotta add in our smoked paprika. I'm gonna add in some bacon bits too. So I'm gonna add in half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then this is going to get spooned into there. Then we're going to let it cook for about, recipe calls for 15 minutes. I like to cook it a little bit longer. I cook mine for about 20, 25 minutes. Because it depends on your oven. So we want to get that all mixed in. Half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Sprinkle that. Then I'm gonna grab some of my bacon bits and throw those in there. The recipe doesn't call for bacon bits, but my recipe does. course, your own bacon that you make, or I'm gonna cheat here and use some of these bacon bits here. Did I measure that? No. All right, let's do this, mix it up. Then all we have to do is just spoon it into our little cups here and we'll be on our way. Dishes in there. Clean up my workstation a little bit. So we just want to mix it up well. And that's it, man. Get it done. I hate that saying, but I just used it. Anyway, so these should make 6 servings. A serving is going to be 4 of these little mini Zucchini Tots. So we're going to spoon them in there. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So here, there. Now, is that better? So we're just going to spoon it in. I'm telling you, these are good. You can make yourself a little dipping sauce. The thing about keto is, yes, I can make my own sauce, or I can just use some ranch dressing or blue cheese dressing, just as long as I don't use any that's really sweet. And this is going to go in the oven. You know, you see, that's how your mixture is going to look. If you wanted to go raw, you could go raw and eat it like this, I guess, minus the eggs. I don't know if I'd eat the raw eggs in there. Try not to overfill your cups, because then you'll have it oozing out the side. But this should give me more than enough to finish these off. A little bit more there. And you can always take some from one cup and move it to the other if you think you got too much in there. So, uh-oh, there's Nola. Hey, she don't want to play with you right now. Give the girl a break. That's her, play with me, you're ignoring me. Please play with me. I'm over here, bark. Like this worked out well. And that was 1 large zucchini. But remember, I did add the bacon bits, so it makes it kind of fuller. Helps fill it out. And listen, if you're looking for somebody to use technical terms, I'm not the guy. Here we are. It really doesn't take this long to prep it. I'm going a little bit slower because I'm doing this video, but it takes about 10, 15 minutes. 10 minutes, well, let's just say 15 minutes because you gotta let the zucchini sit for 15 minutes. But excluding letting the zucchini sit and drain, God, that bark is annoying sometimes. It should take about 10 minutes to actually do the food prep part of it. So that's cutting up everything. It should only take about 10 minutes. Take some of this and put it in this one. So that's what you can do when you get towards the end. You can kind of spread it out. All right, done with that. Now we're gonna throw them in the oven. 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll have our zucchini tots. So I'm setting another timer. that, and in the oven it goes. Okay, they're done. So this is what they look like. It's kind of hard to see with this light, so I'm gonna bring the camera over here where it's better lighting. Anyway, follow camera. Look, that's what they look like. So, golden brown. You wanna wait, give them time to cool off. As they cool off, they'll shrink a little bit. If you try to pop them out, so if you try to pop these out too soon, then what's gonna happen is they're gonna start tearing. So you wanna just pop them out just like that. And there's your little zucchini tot right there. And it'll easily pop out of these trays, just like so. Let me bring this over closer. And there we go. So, let's bring that, adjust my camera a little bit, bring it back. So, that's why I like using these silicone trays, because they pop out very easily. So that's what you get. Your zucchini tots are done. But before we do these, before we eat these, we're gonna do some suicide push-ups. So, oh, got a little cockeyed there. Let's straighten it up. There we go. So we're gonna do some suicide push-ups. Let's just do 10. 10. There's a cheerleading squad there, and also my food samplers, but they can't have these because they have onions. And I've been told that dogs should not eat onions. I don't know why, but it's like dogs can't eat chocolate. We know why, but I don't know why they can't have onions. But anyway. So sad, too bad. All right, so let's get to these suicide push-ups. All right, I'm gonna start in a plank position. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? 4 more to go. 2, 3, and 4 is 10. Now you can have your zucchini tots. Woo! All right, zucchini tot time. Wash your hands though, we just got off the floor. Soap them up, those germs off. If it's just you, you do what you want to do. All right. Good. Bacon and smoked paprika. That's what does it, the bacon. One more. Then I'm gonna head over to, I gotta walk about 1 3/4 miles over to a client to kick his ass. Ross, you're next on the list for training. One more, I'll need the extra energy to walk over there. Fan-fucking-tastic. It's H2O. The other stuff is for later. Peace out.